Happy vernal equinox. And with the kickoff of spring, we have to talk a little bit about allergies. More importantly, we have to talk about why they're becoming so common. Is it just because we're better at diagnosis? Let's find out. Now let's use some CDC statistics to paint the picture. So as we're aware of right now, 6 in 10 Americans have a chronic disease and 4 in 10, 40%, have 2 or more. These are largely non-communicable diseases, things like heart disease and diabetes and cancer. But it's funny, on the death certificate, it won't say anything like lack of physical activity or poor nutrition. And you'd think that spending the most money on healthcare out of any country here in America would improve our health status. And turns out we have the worst health outcomes of any developed nation. And the more money we seem to put into healthcare, the worse our health actually becomes. And this is one of the biggest secrets in all of healthcare. If you have a chronic illness, you're going to be spending up to 5 times as much money on your health compared to someone who does not. But let's kick it back to allergies for a second. There's a lot of reason why allergy rates are increasing in younger folks, and no, it's not all genetics. Things like antibiotics and poor diets are going to be a huge thing. Generally living in more polluted areas like cities, things that we can't talk about that are going to affect your immune response, and poor gut integrity overall is really going to be the main keys here. So what's going on with this genetic predisposition? Well, I'd argue it's less about that and more about what's going on with the parents too, because that sets up the environment for the child. So do the parents have healthy lifestyles? Are they on any medications like antibiotics? Choosing things like dairy formula, opting for C-sections that aren't necessary, and opting not to breastfeed are all going to affect how the microbiome develops for a child, and that is going to affect their immune system. So is this just all genetic? Or are we not accounting for the modern lifestyle approaches that we use that are affecting the health of these kids? Something worth thinking about.